bringing us all news, tidings of a wonderful new planet, a new place for humanity to evolve. For if one could look at humanity, the present sum total of all of those evolving on the planet, one could see them as a family, a great big happy family. Children of the Father, Mother, God indeed, and as such loved and greatly treasured. How great then is the dichotomy, the apparent contradiction. For upon the earth plane it would seem as if these souls, these very children of the Most High, do suffer and suffer daily. How could it be? Or is it instead that the wise parent hath simply seated their child in the theatre and said, by watching these films, some of them rather grueling, some of them rather painful, some of them at times tragic, you shall grow, my child soul. You shall experience things and come to see a greater reality. For such is life, my friends, on the earth plane. You do sit in that place on the day that is of your calendar year on earth, and at times bemoan your fate, and at times praise the God that hath spawned you. But withal, ye are most loved and greatly treasured. Won't you come to feel it and to know it? I tell you, dear ones, ye be hypnotized. I say, break your trance and awaken. Awaken now into the conscious awareness that you are where you are by absolute choice on your part. Truly, truly. Yes, that by your lovely and powerful free will element, you have chosen to be precisely where you are, undergoing precisely what you are undergoing, step by step. You see, already in your awakening divinity ye do mimic your parent, and subject yourself through all manner of apparently real experiences, but which ultimately are as food for the soul only, and really can't hurt you and can't harm you. Ye are invincible. Let us see it. Naught can harm you, dear soul. No, nothing. Nothing ever has, really. You know there is no death. You know that you've passed consciously betwixt spirit and flesh times beyond count. How then can anything harm you? It hasn't. Indeed, eternity itself is your servant, awaiting you. What wouldst you, Master? Eternity asks. And your childlike mumblings are reproduced. If you fear something, it is brought to you that you might see through it and release it. Lovely indeed, then, is your estate, your condition. For once you can see it, once you really can use the inner sight of your soul, and really say, yes, yes, I see. Certainly, I did choose to be here. Then, my dear one, then cometh the moment of glory, for suddenly burst upon you does the great reality that you can think yourself into and out of, well, anything. The control again is in your hand, and great the joy within as one is seen now to be master and no longer victim. Victimization is no more. Free will alone reigns supreme as the goddess of the day. We see that we choose what we choose. All is of conscious choice. More and more do we see it. There is no out there. There is no any other. There is only the incredible, magnificent self in a calm sea of being and life. This brings us into the state of natural power. Gods beyond gods exist, greater and greater expressions, for as the Master hath reminded us, there is no end to the universe in majesty. That is our great awakening. The power that it takes to sustain all of it. Something each one of us is really, literally sitting on and brimming over with, if only we could see it. Let us travel then to a far corner of the universe where planets exist in harmony, in peace, and evolving all manner of abilities, skills, and talents that are innate of the Godhead. These planets are sustained by the will of a greater, yet greater God. That will is power indeed. The will to sustain life on any planet is power. So we again see ourselves awakened and awakening, powerful beings, greater and greater, victims of none, lords and ladies of eternity, overlords of all that we survey. This is a great mystery, to assume power absolutely within one's own realm and domain, and not to think in terms of overpowering any other. To meditate on power, divine energy, a limitless current, a torrent, if you will, constant creation, constant power. Constant power, I say, in a state of power. God's power we begin to feel, and it is vast, taking us further than ever we had thought we could go. Great is the power that takes us through eternity's vales and hills, and greater continents, and yet seas and oceans and skies and dimensions and planes, and again other planets, and further we go. Faster and faster we go, into what appears to be a great central sun. Boom! It explodes all about us in brilliant fiery light. Power indeed, but no, there is more. Continue then, old soul. Continue in thy journey. and come to know that thou art limitless in every way. Go further now, further, faster, faster, faster. There is no end, there is no harm, there is no danger in infinity. Greater and greater open thy mind, and stand at the feet of the greatest of all, the great power, the great God, Father, Mother, Lover, the great Being, into whose bosom we have suddenly launched ourselves. And we nestle in love, and are cradled as a mother cradles her child, in high states of power and consciousness. This then far closer to our natural state than that benighted creature we left behind on earth, the tired being that seeks ever relief. No, we are greater than this, far greater than anything like that, than the pitiful shadow we call ourself on earth. And as we come to feel, and really feel now, fearlessly, the great connection we've got with the center of power of the universe, and that it be a loving one, always a loving one, then, dear ones, then we can love ourselves as powerful beings. For that is the will of our loving parent now, isn't it? Whenever was it thought that we would be weak? Nay, we come into a world of giants, and we are as giants ourselves, great and unlimited in power, the power of creation itself. For creation cometh not from weakness, but from strength. Let us assume, then, gracefully, the garment of infinite power, as our parent bestows it upon us. In every instance we are powerful. In every instance we've got choice. In every second we are connected by loving power to the greatest power of all. Can we not accept then this majestic role? Can we not assume then our rightful, infinite and powerful identity? How much easier might it be when all of us see that power is love in action. Great, great, great love in action that cannot be stopped and will not be limited, but only is aware of what greater good it can yet produce, and it produceth it. Such is divine power, the power of love. The power of love.